Today we have a light install on the Can-Am. So specifically, rock lights. So I got these rock lights from Nightlight off Amazon, the 8-pack. So I went ahead and got the harness because it doesn't come with one, so you do have to buy one separately. And I went ahead and got a switch to match the Can-Am OEM switches as well. Does light up orange as well, not a different color, so it's all the same. And I'm thinking, since I got the 8-pack, I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 on each wheel well, fronts and rears, of course. So back here, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to place one. Maybe on that plastic here, maybe try to mount it on this part. I'm not sure. But in the front I have an idea. So I'm thinking the plastic's here and then here up in the front. So that should light up this entire area along with the floor. But I don't know. I think it'll come out good. We'll see. All right, we got one seat down. Seat number 2, out. Okay, here we go. So, I know it's a mess right now. You just got all kinds of freaking wiring all over the place. Bunch of harnesses just bundled up. So, disregard all of this mess, okay? I know it is horrible. I mean, I've seen other guys way worse than this. So, don't worry about this. This will be fixed another time once I go ahead and redo the system, because I need to swap out these speakers. I have Scar Audio, you know, regular car speakers. I'm gonna swap over to Rockford Fosgate Marine speakers, and these panels here these panels here on the door, I'm actually gonna get rid of them, and I'm just gonna go ahead and replace the plastics here up in the front and put the 6.5s and get rid of these tweeters, because again, I put tweeters in the front and then the 2-way coaxials on the sides and then the rears. Honestly, I don't like the way it sounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and redo all of that. When I do that, when I change out the speakers and mess with the system, I'll go ahead and clean all this wiring up, because I am not happy with this. This is horrible. For now, I'm only gonna be worried about those rock lights. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. And then the next video, maybe the next video. Okay, sorry about that. My camera kind of cut off there. Anyways, like I was saying, possibly the next video, we'll see. You know, once I get the money to get the speakers and all the other stuff, because I want to replace these panels here with bags. So I'll put bags on the doors, I'll put the speakers in the front, and while I do all of that, I will mess with all this wiring and redo a lot of this stuff. Maybe even shorten some of these harnesses just so it's not so bundled up in here. Anyways, yes, I got both sides taken out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start mocking everything up. And before I start routing cables and stuff through the plastics, I'm gonna go ahead and connect to the battery, make sure all the lights work, and then we'll go from there. So I kind of have it mocked up here just to test it out, and they all work, all 8 of them. So now I could go ahead and start routing everything through the plastics and whatnot. And yeah, I went ahead and routed the cables through. So as you can see here, I kind of have it braided. Kind of came undone a little bit, but I braided the cable so it would be easier to feed it through. So what I did is I mounted one here and one here, and then I braided the cable together. I routed it behind this piece, through here, behind this plastic, and then it went down up until that center piece. So I don't know if you guys can see that better. So I put it right through the firewall, through that grommet, and then fed it all the way through here. And just like that. Obviously it's not done yet. I'm gonna have to, you know, bundle it up and clean that up, shorten it up. So now this is what it looks like on the top. So that's the hardware that it came with. Now it does still clear the plastic. Let me kind of mock this up here a little bit. The plastics will go down something like that. So it'll clear it. I mean, the more you tighten the bolts, the taller the hardware is going to be on the top part. So you just got to be mindful of that. But either way, it clears it. Fits pretty good. And now, this is the first side I've done. Now I got to do all three other sides. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing on the driver's side. And then for today, that's going to be it. I'll go ahead and finish off the last two tomorrow because I got work. So for you guys, it'll be the next clip. For me, it's going to be the next day. So all right, I am back. So now I got to finish the two in the rear. Like I said, I got these two sides done already. And, you know, I got the plastics put back on. Everything's ready to go. The one thing I am going to have to do is buy some clips for these little hanging cables here on both sides. So I'm going to do that off camera. I got to order it on Amazon, most likely, just so that can stay up there and it doesn't fall down. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I already got everything routed through the firewall, in through here, behind the head unit, and I have the control box in there as well. And then I still got to hook up the harness, and I am thinking about putting a switch right here. So I got to drill out, well, not drill out, but I'm gonna use the Dremel, cut out the hole here, and then put the switch there. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the rears, and then I'll show you guys once it's done. So I figured out where I'm going to place them. So as you guys can see, I have one right under this basket, I guess, or the bed of the Can-Am. So I just went ahead and made some holes through there. bolted that down. And then the second one, I'm thinking I'm gonna put it right here. I think that should shoot the light out okay. So you're gonna got one here plus that one. My guess is this one will shoot the light out around this area. The other one should shoot it out around here. So hopefully, if not, then I'm gonna have to just go back and put that somewhere else, I guess. But that's the whole idea right now. The holes should be here, and it wouldn't matter because you got this plastic piece that'll go here anyways and it'll cover it up, so wouldn't be a big deal. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then I'll do the other side, and then I'll show you the end result. All right, so it's all finished now. So like I showed you on this side, right, I have this one here and then the other one under there. But it was a little bit different for this other side because I did not account for this thing here, so I couldn't get to it up there. So instead, I just went ahead and put it right there. So hopefully it aims the light properly, and you know, I guess we'll find out at night. But same thing, that one's in the same spot as the other side. This one's gonna be a little bit lower down here because of this piece that I didn't account for, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I got everything routed up right through here, and then I do have the cables zip tied to the harness, existing harness, as well as on the other side. So I have everything tucked away, zip tied right where the harness is at, and then fed through the door on that side. Don't worry about those wires. Those for the speakers. Again, I'm gonna redo that. I know, it's ugly. But anyways, yeah, I already put all the plastics back on. Everything's routed, and oh, the switch. So I went ahead and used the Dremel to make the hole, and then I popped the switch on there. So if I click that on, the light turns on, and so do all of the rock lights. Got the two there, two down here, those two, and then the ones in the front. So they all work. Everything is good to go. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this install. I guess at the end or after this, I'm gonna go ahead and add a clip actually showcasing them at nighttime to see how they actually look. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. And yeah, peace.